What is going on, guys? It is your boy Kazak here, and today I am back at y'all with another brand new video. So, in today's subject, we're going to be talking about the Tales of franchise, since there's recently been some brand new information that has came up regarding the next plans for the Tales of franchise. So, basically, what we have here is a Famitsu interview with the Tales of series producer Yusuke Tomizawa, and basically, he just kind of goes over a lot of the details for the things that they have coming for the Tales of series. And we're going to take the time to actually read the interview in detail so that way you guys understand everything that he's saying. A Tales of Xillia 2 remaster is underway, and the announcement of the next remaster Tales of game is expected relatively soon, series producer Yusuke Tomizawa said in the latest issue of Weekly Famitsu. We formed teams with several partner development companies and including projects from the verification stage to the late development stage. There are more than 2 titles in progress, Tobizawa said in an interview celebrating the upcoming release of the Tales of Xillia Remaster project. The pace of releases depends on the planning and development status. It could speed up or slow down, but even so, we're hoping to deliver to fans as many titles as possible as quickly as possible. It was also asked that if that meant that the next remaster project will be announced soon, and Tomizawa said, "I'm unfortunately unable to provide specifics about the next title yet, but the timing of the next remaster title announcement should be relatively soon, or at least that's the plan." As for a remastered Tales of Xillia 2, Tomizawa said, "As mentioned earlier, we're following an announcement and release what's ready quickly approach. In that vein, Xillia 2 is still in progress, which is why it hasn't been announced yet. We will do our best to deliver updates as quickly as possible." While there has not been a brand new entry in the Tales of series since 2021's Tales of Arise, which received a post-game story expansion called Beyond the Dawn in 2023, Tomizawa said, "As the Tales of series development team, as we always have throughout the entire history of the series, we continue to think about and work on new titles. Any announcements regarding a new title will take some time, but alongside the remasters, we are also planning and considering initiatives such as real-life events, merchandise, and various other promotions. Following the 30th anniversary through the 40th and 50th, we hope to continue creating opportunities for players and characters to experience and share stories in various forms." So, there we have it. This is pretty much all of the major key points from the interview, with the most important ones being that, well, first off, we have essentially 3 remasters in the work, with the first one obviously being Tales of Xillia 2, and the other 2 we don't really know about, and it's anybody guess as to like what those 2 remasters are going to be about. And then we have the biggest one being that there is some sort of confirmation, very light confirmation, on there being a brand new Tales game being in the works. While we don't have any real concrete information about it, nor do we necessarily know when they're ever going to talk about it again, I would hope that they do talk about the new Tales game maybe sometime in 2026. Hopefully, we get some type of announcement trailer by then or something by that point, because again, it's been a long time since we've had a new Tales entry, with Tales of Rise being released back in 2021. So we're kind of going on for 4 years now without a brand new game to explore and play. But it seems like they are actually taking the time to work on it, and I am glad that they are doing that, because I would rather have a quality product instead of them rushing to get a new game out and it's not polished and it ends up being half-assed. So I am very, very, very glad to know that, hey, they are working on it. Now, the biggest interest here is that they just randomly spoiled the fact that they are working on Xillia 2. I mean, I guess that's not really surprising, since I guess a lot of people already knew that this had to be the next remaster game. Because again, if you're going to do Xillia 1, then you have to do Xillia 2 as well at some point. And I am glad, because I love Xillia 2. Xillia 2 is my personal favorite game when it comes to the Xillia duology. So that's going to be really exciting to kind of play this game once again on modern systems. Now, I know some people would have still preferred this to be a bundle, but guys, this is Bandai Namco here. Giving us 2 games for the price of $40 is not something that they're willing to do at all. I mean, if they did do that, this game would probably be like $80 or $70, if I'm being honest with y'all. And I really don't know how people would feel about paying $70 for 2 PS3 games. So maybe it is better that they have separated the two, so that way you can kind of make a informed decision on whether or not, if you like the first game, then you're probably going to pick up the second game. It is what it is. So that I'm cool with that, and I'm just excited by the fact that we are getting Xillia 2, and more likely it probably is the next game coming up. Now, they also mentioned that they are working on 2 more Tales remasters here. Now, interestingly enough, we don't know what these next 2 Tales remasters are. For all we know, it could be Tales of Abyss, it could be Destiny, it could literally be any Tales game. Some people have probably joked around and said that, like, oh, it's more than likely going to be like a Basiria or a Susteria remaster or something like that, or them just going to rehash the same Tales games that we already got. Personally, I don't think they would do that. I don't think Bamco would go out of their way to just troll people like that. Because, first of all, Berseria and Susteria, these games are already available. And in my opinion, if they really wanted to do like the remaster treatment for them, they would have done it by now. They would have done this like eons ago. But so I don't think that's really the case here. Hopefully, it's not the case because I would have a major problem with that. Same thing with Symphonia because that game got remastered. Sorry, like a bajillion different times. I mean, let's give some spotlight to some more Tales games that actually need the treatment way more. For example, Tales of the Abyss. Yes, Tales of the Abyss was on the 3DS, but a lot of people were not necessarily a big fan of the fact that it was only on the 3DS. I think Abyss should have easily been on consoles. That was definitely one of the weirdest decisions made by them. So this would be the best time to kind of correct that decision and put it on everything. Put it on PlayStation, put it on Xbox, Switch, and PC. And I think that this would be a great entry, especially since Tales of the Abyss is highly beloved in the community. Everybody loves this game. I've seen so many people request that Abyss get remastered so many times now. In my opinion, Abyss just seems like a no-brainer, especially since it is one of the most beloved Tales games over here in the West. So I'm definitely hoping they do bring this game back and give it the justice that it truly deserves. As for the next remaster afterwards, I mean, it could really just be a toss-up, if I'm being honest. It could be either one of the older PS2 Tales games, like Rebirth, the Tales Destiny remake, or worse yet, Legendia, which I don't think they're going to go with Legendia. I think that game is not really well liked, so I don't think they're going to go with that. In my opinion, it's probably going to be either a Destiny or a Rebirth. It could be any one of the classic PS2 Tales games that we just never gotten over here in the West. And in my opinion, that would be the most exciting announcement out of this entire project because we're talking about games that have never came out over here in the West. These games have strictly only been in Japan, and this would be a great opportunity to bring these games back for a brand new audience and for everybody to experience such classic Tales games, especially since nowadays a lot of people love 2D JRPGs now. So the style of these games will also be very, very appealing to those type of JRPG fans as well. And again, these are just absolutely fun and amazing games, especially the Destiny remake, which I absolutely love. This game is super fantastic, and I would go insane if they ever remaster this game. So that's pretty much all of the current information that we have right now when it comes to Tales. And overall, I'm very, very happy with this news. And it just goes to show that Bamco is actually taking this remaster project very, very seriously. And I think that's just pretty awesome to see. So yeah, there we go, man. I can't wait to get my hands on Xillia 2 at some point. More than likely, it's probably going to come out next year. So I'm very happy that we don't have to wait too long on Xillia 2. And yeah, man, you guys can let me know what you guys want to see for the next Tales remaster project. I'll be reading your comments, see what you guys think. But with all that said, this is your boy Kazak, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.